Hi, how are you?
Hello, all good, thanks, and happy to be here.
Can you just introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I'm Rebecca, Investment Analyst and Program Manager at Techstars Paris Accelerator. If you don't know what Techstars is, Techstars is an operating investor having almost 3,000 companies in its portfolio, startups, and among which 19 unicorns and 6 companies which went public. Our graduate market cap is 73 billion US dollars, and we're currently operating 50 accelerator programs worldwide.
That's amazing. So we're at Vivatech today. It's day 2. What brings you to Vivatech?
Vivatech, being present on the Parisian scene, Vivatech is the main event to be, not just because after COVID we felt the necessity to be in contact with people and to see them in face. Being present at Vivatech is important for us also in terms of visibility, to strengthen our position in the ecosystem and to mark that Techstars plays a role. We are here. We want to help entrepreneurs willing to make a better future thanks to technology. That's our investment thesis.
A great pitch line. So Rafaela, the managing director, was here yesterday. She was also here, I think, earlier.
Yes.
She's just left. She was on a talk yesterday. She's on
Absolutely.
a panel. She talked about sustainability in business. Can you just recap some of the biggest insights from that conversation?
Absolutely. So yesterday, indeed, Rafaela Necker was here having a talk about how to reconcile hypergrowth and sustainability, a hot topic nowadays, especially in the VC market. The main takeaways of the discussion is that us as Techstars, we are an accelerator. Therefore, it's pretty, let's say, easy for us in the sense because we enter very early in the creation of the company. Therefore, we are really in the position of educating them to the importance of sustainability and to take sustainability into account when creating a company. What becomes a bit more difficult is to establish a roadmap and to stick to this roadmap when the company is going to evolve. That's the main challenge. However, as investors, because we do invest in the companies we decide to accelerate and support, we have a responsibility towards entrepreneurs and towards the whole planet, let's say, in making entrepreneurs aware of this necessity and to let them understand that the two is not like the two can be reconciled, and especially in this moment, sustainability is in this moment where we are living a major inflation and so a turmoil from an economic point of view. Having sustainability, keeping in mind the sustainability indicators is the way, is the solution, is what investors will take into account, especially when taking their decisions.
And when we talk about sustainability, what does that look like? Because, I mean, that's a big word. There's no uniform definition on what that means. What does that mean
Absolutely.
From the Techstars point of view?
Absolutely. Sustainability is a big word. Sustainability especially in Techstars Paris Accelerator, first of all, is our guideline. We invest just in companies that have an impact on the planet, on the people. At Techstars Paris, how we measure, we try to implement an impact metric that is done through a CO2 equivalent, but Techstars in general is a B Corp. We are in line and we sign all the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Therefore, it's a big mission. It's a big ambition, but at the same time, it has to be very comprehensive. Therefore, it can be at the very beginning in terms of selection. It can be in measuring the impact of our companies. It can be in the follow-up, making sure they respect the roadmap.
That's amazing. So tell me, in terms of diversity and inclusion, what does that look like for Techstars?
Absolutely. Diversity is a key word in our class of companies, in the class of company we invest. Diversity in terms of gender is what we really wanted to highlight and to put in advance. We are keen in investing on female founders. We are keen on investing on female founders who are really willing to make a better future thanks to technology, but especially who have undertaken the entrepreneurial journey and who are like brave enough to decide to start their own company. Therefore, in concrete terms, the action we do is for sure willingness and ambition to have a class of founders made of half women, half founders women, founders men, and Techstars relies a lot on its community of mentors. Techstars is made of a network of mentors. So we're really keen in embracing diversity in terms of gender. Also in our mentor pool, we ask women mentors to recommend and talk about this mentoring program to the female friends and colleagues, because this is the like how it works also, like about like women founders, women mentor telling their peers to join the program. That's I would say like a little difference that we didn't see, for example, when it comes to male.
Yeah. And so let's say I'm a female, and I want to go and I want to join Techstars for the help through the acceleration, for the mentorship. And also it's great to be part of Techstars. You can say that to investors, and that's a level of that's a badge of credibility. Do I need to have, if I'm at idea stage, can I still apply? Do I need to have a proof of concept? Do I need, which stage of the business?
Absolutely. At Techstars, we tend to invest in pre-seed companies, but the criteria that we really take into account when deciding to invest are for sure at our stage the team. The team plays a key role in our investment because we are investing on the people at that stage. Then what we take into account is, as we said before, is the impact of the solution on the people and the planet, is the size of the market, is the disruptiveness of the technology. These are the four main criteria that we take into account. But again, the idea is important, but at this stage, since founders are going to go through a 90 days mentorship-driven programs, which is very challenging under several point of views, the idea is not at the top. What's important is the people who are making it, their ambition and their motivation.
And you talked about investing in companies. So what's the check size?
So invest in Techstars deal. Techstars invest up to $120,000 in the form of equity and convertible notes. Specific term, we invest $20,000 in the form of equity. We take the 6% of the company equity, and then we can make an additional investment of $100,000 in the form of a convertible note. However, this is up to the company. Then this is a very standard Techstars deal. But what needs to be taken into account is that when taking part to Techstars, yes, it's because of for sure this initial investment, but it's also and more especially about the whole package and the full life access to Techstars resources, Techstars support, and worldwide network.
Okay, and for our audience who might not have the financial savvy to know the difference between a convertible note and taking sweat equity, can you just recap that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a couple seconds.
Absolutely. So when it comes to the difference between equity and convertible note, so taking the 6%, in the case of equity for sure, we take a percentage of the company equity, which is so let's say an investment, which is we become shareholders in the company. When the difference in the convertible note is that this has the duration of 2 years, and what's gonna happen is gonna convert in the next funding round, which is gonna be up to $250,000. And this convertible note will convert, and therefore it's very beneficial for founders also to take these notes, especially at the very beginning of their stage.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for recapping what Techstars is and what you guys are doing here at Vivatech. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.